The following is a presentation of The Day.
Hi everybody, my name is Rick Coster and I work for a newspaper called The Day. We're streaming live from theday.com in New London's Telegraph record shop. And of course this is live lunch break as we roll into September. We're not supposed to be inside the record shop yet, but those pesky meteorologists have thrown down showers off and on all day. And so what we wanted to do was, because we really like Oberon Rose, the band that is with us today, we thought we'll put them outside and take our chances. But as soon as that happened, a monsoon would blow through. So we thought it was best to be safe and not ruin their day since they took the time to come down from Essex. And this is Tommy right here on the guitar and the vocals, and Chris is behind me, plays bass, keyboards, and sings, and then that's Mike back there on the drums, what we like to call the percolator. We're so proud to have these guys here. They're starting to make big inroads since they have moved to the Connecticut Valley into our music scene. And one thing that's cool about them is they seem to have sort of an old musical soul that harkens back to the glory days of bands like the Beatles and Badfinger and the Kinks, that sort of power pop thing, all the way up through Cloud 11 and Owsley and acts like that. I think that proves that melody is never a bad idea, and these guys have it in spades. Not only that, they have a song called Goodman Brown. So for all of you from New England that have spent a lot of your time reading The House of Seven Gables and that sort of thing, does that come from
Nathaniel Hawthorne?
Yeah, Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Yes.
Did Satan actually find him in the woods?
In my opinion?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, so we're of the same mind. Okay, I'll shut up now. Thank you guys for being here. This is Oberon Rose.
All right, we're going to start off with a song called To Be Continued. When I step into this movie, I thought I knew how the end would be, but it's hard to admit that you're wrong when you knew what was right all along. Still try to climb up this tree. It's fruit, sometimes it's too hard to eat, but I swear there must be a branch to hold me through this avalanche. I swear I knew how the end would be, but it's hard to admit that you're wrong when you knew what was right all along. When you knew what was right all along. All right, so we're going to play that song, Young Goodman Brown, loosely based on the character from the Nathaniel Hawthorne story. Okay, here we go.
Goodman Brown is walking all alone. Goodman Brown is looking for a home. He needs something to believe in, and Goodman Brown needs something to believe it's you. Goodman Brown needs you. Goodman Brown is asking for his wife. Goodman Brown is out at the midnight. He wants something to believe in, and Goodman Brown wants something to believe it's you. Goodman Brown wants you. And you can't walk, you can't run and hide, but you'll never find what Goodman left behind. Goodman Brown is taking off his clothes, and Goodman Brown is dancing on
A couple of years ago, I put out an album called Wunjo. It was the first Oberon Rose album, a little before I met these guys. And we're going to play the title track of that album right now, called Wunjo. kind of jump right into the next one. It's called Ballad of the Taller.
Well, your shoes are pretty scuffed, and you're caught in a bluff, and you know you've had enough. Is there an end to all this stuff? Oh, oh, oh. Did Jesus forget to say? It always rains on your parade when you think you got it made okay. Well, your horses never win, and your ship just won't come in, and your wallet's getting thin. You gotta take it in and grin. Oh, oh, oh. Did Jesus forget to say? It always rains on your parade when you think you got it made okay. Oh, did Jesus forget to say? It always rains on your parade when you think you got it made okay. It always rains on your parade when you think you got it made okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for being here for live lunch break. It's not raining, but we're going to stay here anyway, unless you guys feel like moving your equipment outside and taking a chance. Our guest today, Oberon Rose from Essex in the Connecticut River Valley. It's beautiful stuff, guys. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, some of y'all who have a fond familiarity with the band realize that they're actually pretty much playing all the songs on their Wunjo album, correct?
Except for the first song so far, every song is from the Wunjo, and the preceding ones will be too. But the last song it won't be from Wunjo. But
All right. Now, did the first song was that a creative catalyst that actually sort of led you into the whole project?
yes, it was.
Tell me about that.
Well, it was a song that I had been kicking around for a while, and I don't know. It took a while to kind of find the song, what it was and what it wanted to be, and then when I finally found it, my partner and I, Rebecca, my co-writing partner.
Right. Rebecca's right there.
Rebecca
for those of you
Rose.
in store. Hi, Rebecca.
We just, by the time we got through, it started with the album, and then by the time we finished the other songs and put everything together, we just, I don't know, you know how it is.
Sure.
It just felt like it didn't fit with the rest of the songs
Right.
necessarily in terms of an album format, but in a longer format, it works. But
What is a Wunjo? Is that a rune?
Wunjo is the name of a rune, yeah.
And what does it specifically symbolize?
it symbolizes the joy after a long journey through the dark soul of the night.
Kind of like Goodman Brown.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, without getting too personal, is this sort of a whole concept album, and B, did you actually have to sort of go through something like that?
No, it's not a concept album at all.
All right.
It's just songs that we had that we felt were the best that we had at that point.
All right.
So we
Fair
put them
enough.
together.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
So the other part then isn't relative, sort of.
Well, I think that's relevant for everybody, isn't it?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, who doesn't go through that, right?
I mean, I was asleep this morning. It was hell to get to work. So I feel like I sort of Wunjo'd my way up here. But
We're experiencing Wunjo right now.
we were talking to Oberon Rose, and so glad you guys would join us on Live Lunch Break. By the way, in case you want to see this again, and why wouldn't you, we archive all of our shows at theday.com. So Michael back there behind the counter selling records here at the Telegraph just moved up here from Mississippi, and I hope you told everybody in the South to access theday.com. 2 thumbs up. Good idea. Excellent. Speaking of moving, you've been in Essex a couple of years now, but you're from New York State, and you ended up here. What did you know in advance that this is really a pretty fertile music scene
No,
here?
I thought it was going to be quite the opposite of that.
Is that true? Is this what you found?
Yes, absolutely. It's it's more than I expected it to be.
And that's good.
I thought I was moving out into the middle of nowhere, and I'd never find people to play with.
But you found Mike and Chris.
Yes.
So how did that happen?
Well, Mike came through a mutual friend.
Yep.
Who I was playing with at the time, but he recommended Mike for a more full-time kind of thing, and he brought Chris.
So you guys were a dynamic rhythm section unto yourselves.
Yeah, Chris and I played together some before, and I thought of him immediately for this group.
So if he goes the wrong way at all, you guys can secede from the union that is Oberon Rose.
We could start playing a different song.
I've been watching. They're doing the 25th anniversary of the Ken Burns' Civil War, so that's where the whole secession idea. See, I'll just ramble and make a fool of myself for any reason at any time. But what I would like to ask next is, where can people get the album? You got a website.
OberonRose.com, of course.
Did you bring any today?
Yes, we do have some copies of it, and Rich has a few copies here in the store as well.
All right. So, I mean, this is a good album. And that leads me to ask you, I'm pretty old, so for your, relatively speaking, you were just a pup to me. You're just a child. But musically, your roots seem to go way back to like when I was a kid, and you have this effortless way of like mining melodic gems from the past. Is that fair to say?
If you say so.
Well, I mean, are you aware of Badfinger and acts like that
I've never
Todd
heard of.
Rundgren? I think you're fibbing. No, seriously.
Actually, the first record I bought in this store was a Badfinger record.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. But I also don't think that. I think songwriting is a craft and people can get really good at it. But I don't know that writing melodies is. I think it's sort of a gift involved. Do you agree with that?
I don't want to sound too,
I'm not putting you on the spot. am I?
pretentious, but of course, writing melody is a gift. Sure.
Well, you've got it. So would you like to hear not only the rest of Wunjo, but also a bonus song from Oberon Rose? Thank you guys for being here. Oberon Rose.
Okay.
Witch doctor chanting, free frame of reference, rocking chair ideology, hoping she'll just keep on talking, syncopated synchronicity. tortured and drinking. He just keeps on thinking, paints in masturbated scenes. Mad bodies on a hill, mystic powers, magic pills, androgynous alchemy. So down looking up to see the ground. Am I buried alive? Or is it just a sound a crime makes when there's no one to empathize? So down looking up to see the ground. Am I buried alive? Or is it just a sound a crime makes when there's no one to empathize? When there's no one to empathize. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Am I buried alive? This is a song called Dance with the Beat. Woman who lives here glows in the dark. Purple, pink, and green, and the weight of the heart. You're at the bottom of the sea, we'll go. You're at the bottom of the sea, we'll go. But I know way. No, I know way. But we'll always turn and spin free. It's like abracadabra on the dance of the beat. We're at the bottom of the sea, we'll go. We're at the bottom of the sea, we'll go. On a day here you must not. Freedom rings from that there spot, rising up to take the shot. Whistle and blow, wheel of the soul. Once you did what you do now, woman can't she pour a vow, reading moonlight's vacant high. Reap what you sow, so is the flow. Always thinking he'll be safe, better book in hand away for any sign of life divine. Though dishonestly dive tonight with a twinkle in his eye, and to the past he sings a lullaby. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Thank you. I'm going to switch over to another acoustic song. And this was actually the last song written for Wunjo. Song called Without Feathers. Also, I should mention that we're playing here at next door at 33 Golden Street for the I Am Festival, which is coming up next week. Yeah, so we're playing there Saturday, and then we're also playing there the following week on Friday night, the 25th, with Off the Dome. So we got 2 shows right next door coming up. Okay, this song is called Without Feathers. reach you. And many times I have died without feathers goodbye.
All right. So we have Chris Listorti on bass, keyboards, and backing vocals. And we have Mike Keys on drums. And I'm Tommy Oberon, guitar and vocals. Nice. And so capos always screw things up. So we're gonna play a song called "So Is the Flow," and this concludes Wunjo, and then we got one more song after that. Okay, the song's called "So Is the Flow."
So is the flow. So is the flow. So is the flow. I'm the bone in the sapphire stone. These steps lead to strain. Downward up from below. It seems to me there's a plague in this house. Face of a man on the brink, running to return he goes. With it he covered his
had to do a little switch earlier for the acoustic guitar pickup. Actually, this is going to go through my stuff here. This is a song called How It Should Be. Out of touch without a chance, it's all too much for you alone and me alone. To rebuild this broken home for all the creatures left to roam, full of sin. We throw our stones, wake the mind, sleeping mass, break the spell that has been cast. Everything is how it should be. 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 Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. This is Mike, Chris, and Tommy, Oberon Rose. The album is called Wunjo, OberonRose.com. See them during SailFest next door at 33, and then the week after as well, right?
Friday
Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm Rick Coster from The Day. Thank you for joining us on Live Lunch Break. We have camp next week. Hopefully we'll be back in the art park. In the meantime, thanks to Rich for letting us borrow the Telegraph as always. And just quickly, we're going to remember Emily Eschenfelder and also Zach Herman, two people that really good people that we lost too soon. Have a good weekend, everybody. you.